but I think it's just 2 extra turns. It's not like we took a look at their hand and see that they didn't have it before, but now they do. Now they do have 2 extra turns in hand. I'm pretty sure of it. Pretty sure of it. I mean, yeah, taking 3 turns in a row, what even gives? What even gives, right? What up, brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, Matt Malone. Thank you guys so very freaking much for 3,800 subs. We already made it yesterday, but I pre-recorded the videos because I will have to do 2 videos for 2 days in a row. So 4 videos in 2 days, which is very taxing. And also, I, wasn't here for the milestone, kind of. So thank you guys so very freaking much. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. And now we're on a road to 3,900 already. That is insane. So thank you guys so very freaking much for all the support. And if you didn't do so already, subscribe to the channel. So you will find here a fresh new deck every single day. But enough with the yammering, let's get into the obnoxious hammering. Oh my lord, I love Orzhov so much. And this is not an Angels Orzhov deck, it is an Orzhov control deck. And it is so funny to me that nowadays control decks have so many small freaking creatures. And yeah, they're very freaking useful. So, in the core, this is a control the board, stay alive for as long as possible, and then bring down the Kaya and the Professor Onyx and your Westgate Regent. So, the Kaya, you know her, you put a Ghost Form counter on up to 1 target non-token creature, and when this creature dies or is put into exile, you return it to its owner's hand and create a 1/1 spirit creature token with flying. So that means that, if they destroy your creature or exile it with a Skyclave Apparition, now you get it back into your hand and you get yourself a little 1/1 flying creature. And also for -3 you exile target non-blonde permanent, and for -7 you get an emblem that at the beginning of your upkeep you may cast a legendary spell from your hand, your graveyard, or from cards amongst exile without paying its mana cost. So you can bring back the Kaya and the Professor Onyx over and over and over again. And from all the emblems, this is the one that I got the most while playing ever. So yeah, not bad. A very nice card to have. So, and the +1 ability is very good, and that is why we have a lot of creatures that we want to play as many times as possible. Starting with the Shambling Ghast. If the Shambling Ghast dies, you either give a creature -1/-1, or you create a treasure token, which is very good. Because that means that you can play your stuff just a little bit faster. So, and you can also sacrifice the Shambling Ghast to the Deadly Dispute, make yourselves 2 treasures. Very freaking sweet. So that means turn 1, Shambling Ghast. Turn 2, Deadly Dispute. Now you draw 2 cards and get 2 treasures. That means in turn 3, you can have a Kaya on the field, because you will play your 3rd land and you have 2 treasures. And in turn 3, Kaya is pretty good. It is pretty good because you can exile something, and yeah. But the Kaya is a little bit better if you already have a creature on the field. So try to have a creature on the field when you play the Kaya, because the +1 is just so good. So, then we have the Eyetwitch. It's flying, it learns if it dies, so that is why with the Deadly Dispute is also very freaking good, which gives us access to 2 Environmental Sciences, an Introduction to Annihilation, 2 Masked Exhibition, and 2 Confront the Past. I think those are the best cards to have in here, because we really want those Planeswalkers to return as often as freaking possible. Then we have a Professor of Symbology, which also profits from a +1, because that can give us a lot of these Masked Exhibitions. If we can play 2 of them, we're super happy. And it's a good blocker. And as I said, every time one of those creatures dies, you get a little spirit creature token, which is very good because you can sacrifice it either to the Deadly Dispute or to the Skullport Merchant. And the Skullport Merchant is also very nice in this deck because it gives you a treasure. So turn 3, you get a treasure. That means on turn 4, you can have your Kaya. And if you already have a treasure, you can also have a turn 4 Professor Onyx. So that is very freaking sweet. So let's just hypothetically say, Shambling Ghast turn 1. Deadly Dispute turn 2. You block with the Shambling Ghast and sacrifice to the Deadly Dispute. You didn't lose any life, you made yourself 2 treasures. Now turn 3 you play your Skullport Merchant. Now you have 3 treasures and 3 lands. Next turn you can play your Professor Onyx. So freaking good. And if you can't, well, you can now also just sacrifice one of your treasures to draw a card. You can also just sacrifice another creature, which in this deck is good, because we have the Kaya. So, if you sacrifice your Professor of Symbology, or your Shambling Ghast, or your Eyetwitch, and you put a little counter on it, now you get it back, and you get all this over and over again, and it is really obnoxious for the opponent. That is why we're Obnoxious Orzhov. Same as the Elite Spellbinder. He's just so good. He's a flyer for 3-1, and you look at your opponent's hand, you may exile a target non-land card from it, and now it costs 2 more to cast. And together with the Kaya, you can do it all over again. You just block with the Elite Spellbinder, now you bring it back to your hand, you make everything so freaking expensive. It is very Obnoxious Orzhov for the opponent. So, and then we have 3 Westgate Regent, because I really like this creature. It is just so cool. It just gets in there for a lot of damage in the end game. So yeah, pretty freaking sweet indeed. So, then we have some spells, of course. We have 3 Vanishing Verses to get rid of everything in the early game. We have 2 Humiliates also, because we want to be obnoxious, and I really want to play this just to get rid of their counter spells, to get rid of maybe a Goldspan Dragon on turn 4, so they cannot play it on turn 5, or even sooner. Who knows? The Humiliate is pretty fun in this deck, and it makes one of your creatures just a little bit bigger. I mean, having a Sideboard Merchant that is a 2/5, it can be pretty powerful. So yeah. Then we have 1 Pelakka Predation in here, because I really want to get rid of whatever I can, and together with the Humiliate, we can get rid of a lot of stuff. So we can look at their hand with the Elite Spellbinder, and then decide if we maybe have to Pelakka Predation something, or to Humiliate them for something. So it is very freaking fun. As I said, the Vanishing Verse to exile target monocolored permanent, it is pretty good. Then we have 3 Doomskars in here for the early game, because you can play this turn 3, if you really have to. And that is very good. A turn 3 Doomskar can be devastating for the opponent. And of course, 2 Blood on the Snow to bring back either a creature or a Planeswalkers, because we're all about coming back over and over and over again. So it is very freaking awesome. It is a very fun deck. And yeah, if you're kind of into control, this might be the deck for you. Land-wise, we have 6 beautiful snow-covered plains, 11 beautiful snow-covered swamps, because we're playing 2 Faceless Havens and we're playing the Blood on the Snow, so we really want those snowlands. With 4 Brightclimb Pathways and the 2 Faceless Havens. I didn't put in the double-colored snowlands because I don't want to have those tap lands. They can be game-breaking for you. They can be very bad for you. So yeah. I think we will have a lot of fun. The Professor Onyx is back once more, together with a good friend Kaya, and I think this is a very fun deck. It is a little bit weird to pull off at the beginning, but you will see how much value you have with all of these +1 counters on your creatures. And yeah, let's just say that you make it somehow that 2 or 3 of them in +1 counters, and then you wipe the board. Now you get them all freaking back, and you get your little spirits. So it is very obnoxious for your opponent. Alright. I said obnoxious a lot, and I will say it one more time, because I'm MTG Malone, and I will see you in those obnoxious games. Alright, so yesterday I was playtesting some more decks. We're back down on 93. I will be pushing hardcore at the end of the season this time. Just sitting down, 3 days, doing nothing but playing Magic. Maybe it worked, maybe who knows. We can get into the 90 freaking 1200, I mean. Alright, the opponent's going first. Do not like it too much, but we have the Eyetwitch, so we can get ourselves something. So we're keeping this hand. All we need is 1 white mana, so that is alright. That is absolutely alright. So, we are putting down the snow-covered swamp here. Oh, it's Grixis. It's Grixis Control. Or Grixis Dragons. I don't know, one of those. Alright. Oh, why not attack in? I mean, we will sacrifice the Eyetwitch end of turn anyways to get ourselves a white mana. Seems pretty good to me. You're getting the environmental signs. Maybe they're even attacking in, who knows. But there, yeah. 3 colors, and having all the colors is always crazy to me. How easily it works for them. Are they are attacking in. Alrighty. Alrighty. So we're sacrificing the Eyetwitch here, getting ourselves the environmental sciences ourselves, because we really need some white mana sooner or later. Sooner or later. Alright. So how can we do this? I think we're doing it like this, question mark? We already played a land. So let's do it like this. Let's make ourselves some more treasures. And now we can get ourselves a white source if we want to, or we keep in the treasure just in case. I think keeping the treasure just in case is good. I mean, we do have the Pelakka Predation, which is very sweet. We do have the Vanishing Verse, which is also very good. They're foretelling something, which I don't like. Absolutely do not like. And they have the land. Alright. And they kill my Skullport Merchant, don't they? They might. I mean, why should they though? They are not. Alright, like to see that. Oh, this is good. This is very good. So we're trying with the Elite Spellbinder number 1 here. And if they're counterspelling it, be my freaking guest. Counterspell. Do it. Go ahead. So we will get a look at their hand. I like to see it. Like to freaking see it. They might still kill it with a Poison the Cup here. Oh, it's a Dragon's Fire. Yep, okay. Well, we're still getting rid of something that's very expensive here. Like the Blotchy's Thirst. That I don't want to see. And now we're being super smart here. Because they will play a Goldspan Dragon next turn. I don't want it to happen. I don't want him to have a Goldspan Dragon. No way, a Jose. Alright. No need to attack in here. This is now super expensive for them. So if we draw a land, we're super happy. Okay, they got yet another counter spell. Crazy. We just had a look at their hand. Yep, that is how it is sometimes. It is how it is sometimes. So, if they do have a counter spell here, well, we will find out. They do not. They do not have a counter spell. Alright, that is very good for us. But they might have extra turns. Might be extra turns, might be Poison the Cups, but if they were Poison the Cups, I think they would still, you know, use them for my Skullport Merchant here. But I think it's just 2 extra turns. It's not like we took a look at their hand and see that they didn't have it before, but now they do. Now they do have 2 extra turns in hand. I'm pretty sure of it. Pretty sure of it. I mean, yeah, taking 3 turns in a row, what even gives? What even gives, right? What even gives? Like getting rid of a Planeswalker, taking 3 extra turns, drawing 2 cards for no mana at all. Delicious. And some people tell me that this card is not absolutely broken in the standard 2022 queue. Like, come on, 3 extra turns in a row? 3 of them? Yeah. And we took a look at their hand. I mean, if I would have seen that, I would have taken care of that. 1 bajillion% I would. 1 bajillion% I would have. So, what are you playing here, my friend? What are you playing? Nothing. Alright, let's have a look at your hand then. I mean, no need not to. No need freaking not to. This could just be the Giant. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this could just be the Giant activated. Crazy. 2 extra turns in the first 15 cards, like... And having the mana to play it even, like, immediately. Oh, man. I would have preferred a counterspell, to be honest. It is just less obnoxious. At least that's my opinion. That's, like, my opinion, dude. Did we play a land here? I don't think we did. I don't think we did. So, my friend, what are you doing? They do have a kill spell in hand. Or draw card spell. Or another Dragon Fire. Might be, but that would be crazy. That would be freaking crazy. Like everything 2 times once more. Alright. Prismari Command, you've got to go. Alright, now we're getting ourselves another land. I mean, yeah, they can't Soul Shatter here, but I can just sacrifice my Skullport Merchant. Alright, they're doing it like this. That is also fine with me. That is also fine with me. But I'm still very, very flabbergasted that they've really had a second freaking, you know, Orange Epiphany ready to rock and roll. Alright, we did play a land already. That is sad. That is kind of sad. But only kind of. We still have the Doomskar ready to rock and roll. If they put down a dragon here, that is absolutely fine with me. As long as you don't have a third freaking Orange Epiphany, I'm okay. I'm okay. Alright. This is not what I came here for. 3 turns in a row. That is just too much. That is just too much. I know, I had a Planeswalker. But they had 3 turns in a row. So yeah. Not Q. Not Q. We drew another land. Not what you want to see here. Absolutely not what you want to see here. So if they had a counterspell, I think they would have foretold it. At least that's what I would have done here. Now we're wiping the board, getting ourselves back a Skullport Merchant into our hand, getting ourselves a little spirit, because the Kaya token still activates. It still activates. So that is very sweet. And we're keeping ourselves the Vanishing Verse in hand. Alright. Now look at us. Aren't we cool? They have another Prismari command. They have another Prismari command. And here it is. Here it comes. How can they have everything 2 times? And we're starting to get it flooded here. The Mordekainen. Alrighty. But what you doing, my friend? Are you making yourselves a doggo? You are not. Well, goodbye, Mordekainen. It was nice knowing you. It was freaking nice knowing you. So they draw a card here. I mean, they select from 2, but they're still drawing 1. So, yeah. Alright, I really hope that we can find something here. Otherwise, we can just sacrifice this little token to the Skullport Merchant, which is very nice. We found the Eyetwitch. Not even that bad. Because that means that we can sacrifice the Eyetwitch to our Skullport Merchant, which is very good. Or we have a blocker for their stupid Hailstorm of the Giants. Hail of the Storm Giants. Hailstorm of the Giants. Alrighty. This is so annoying. Like, come on. Come on. Alright. So we're blocking with the Eyetwitch. I mean, why the heck not? And drawing a card for it. I mean, we wouldn't kill the Goldspan Dragon here anyway. So what's a big whoop? What's a big whoop? So we're getting ourselves to Confront the Past. Seems pretty tasty to me. And we now have the Professor Onyx. So no matter what to do, we are prepared. We are prepared. So should we? I don't think we should. I think we keep up our 1. Okay, do they have counter spells now? Do they have them now? We will find out. We will freaking find out. They did have a counter spell now. Alright. Alrighty. So, I mean, we chill. We chill. No need to do anything. Not yet. We still have another Confront the Past. They would need yet another counter spell. And, I mean, come on. Can they really be prepared for... Okay, now they can. Now they can be prepared for everything. They have another counterspell, but we will get ourselves another Confront the Past. Easy as pie. Easy as a freaking pie. So. This is a very obnoxious matchup. And they're... Come on, seriously. They find everything 2 times. Everything 2 times. That is just too much. Just a touch too much. Like 2 Orange Epiphanies, 2 everything. You already played the land. So, yeah. Already played the land. So, we are drawing ourselves a card here. Once more. I mean, why not? Sadly, we cannot get ourselves something else from our wish board. That would be awesome. But we can't. We can't. The Shambling Ghast. Not even that bad. Not even that freaking bad. So, they might take an extra turn here. Who knows? Might have it. Might have it once more. The possibilities are there. That is what I'm saying. Alright, but we have the Humiliate now. That is very freaking awesome. Very, very freaking awesome. Let's humiliate them. If they have a counter spell for this, they need 1 more counter spell afterwards. So I'm okay with that. I'm actually okie-dokie with that. Are you killing my Skullport Merchant? Are you now really going that far and killing my freaking Skullport Merchant? It might be, I mean, they're going pretty strong with everything they have. They had like a perfect freaking start until now, so I wouldn't be too, Okay. Holy smokes, like really? Like freaking really? Are you really seriously doing this to me, game? Wow. Freaking wow. So what can we do here? Everything. What else can we do here? So they have the Skull Shatter now. The Soul Shatter now. They have like everything they need to be very freaking obnoxious. Very, very freaking obnoxious. So we're wiping the board here. No need to do anything else. And we're getting down to Shambling Ghast. Just in case they want to use their Titan here. And if they don't, well, we can still bring down the Kaya next turn. But holy smokes, maybe we'll even bring back the Professor Onyx just for the card draw. But wow, I mean, come on. Come on. They aren't getting flooded or anything. They're half through their deck. They have the exact same amount of lands that we do. Like one more, yes, one more. But come on, seriously. How lucky can they be? Like, that was their third Auron's Epiphany. The third one. Alright, they're doing this. We're creating a treasure. Now they can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They cannot attack in. It costs 6. Yeah, super smart. Super smart, my friend. Super freaking... This is what I mean. This is what I mean. Alright, we're getting ourselves a Professor Onyx on the field. They cannot do anything yet. Now we can look at our hand. Get ourselves... Alright, what are we getting ourselves? I think we're getting ourselves a Professor of Symbology here. So we do have a blocker now. And we're getting ourselves yet another Confront the Past. Down the lane. So now we do have some infinite action going on. They would have to wipe the board or use the Soul Shatter or whatever. But whatever they do, they don't have enough mana to attack in with the Giant then. Which is pretty good. They're using the Soul Shatter. Alright. Still don't have enough for the Giant. They would need like another counter spell in hand now. Or they're just wiping the board. Who knows? Maybe they're just wiping the freaking board. But we will just bring back the Professor Onyx if they do. If they don't wipe the board, we will bring back the... Okay, this is very good. So we're bringing back the Kaya. Please don't tell me you found another freaking counter spell. Please don't you tell me. Alright, they did not. That is so good. That is so good. Alright. So now, no matter what they do, we get the Professor of Symbology back. And now we're into an infinite loop of stuff. Come on, seriously. Seriously. How is this possible over and over again? This has Ward 3, right? Yeah, it has Ward freaking 3. Ward 3. We can't target it because of one mana. Because of one single mana. Holy smokes, like, come on, game. At least give me something that resembles a chance. At least something. Well, the Skullport Merchant is okay. It is okay. We can't draw us cards with that. And if they're now attacking in with this stupid thing once more, we can just exile it. The Imrith, yes, why not? Why the heck not? Are you really doing it? Are you really doing it? Maybe they're using the Shadow's Verdict here. We will see. We will freaking find out. They do. They do use the Shadow's Verdict here. Alright. So in that case, we're drawing some cards. I mean, yeah, looks pretty good. We're drawing ourselves another card. This is very nice right now. This is very freaking nice right now. Alright. So a lot of our stuff is gonzo, but hey, we got the Westgate Regent now, which is also very freaking sweet. And if they're attacking him with both, I will get rid of that stupid Hall of the Storm Giants. Holy smokes, what a game. What a freaking game. So, what if they can't pay the cost? What if they can't? Not doing it here? Alright. We're using it here then. I mean, why the heck not? Getting rid of the Imrith here seems pretty good. They can't draw cards. We're happy about that. We are actually happy about it. The hunt for a specimen. Okay. Alright. Yeah, maybe we do wipe the board here. Maybe we do. Destroying all creatures. Well, let's attack in first. Maybe they don't even block. Who knows? They do not block. Sad, sad. Sad, but freaking true. So, now we're bringing back the Professor Onyx here. Seems pretty tasty. And we're getting ourselves another Westgate Regent. So now we do have a blocker. Now they need something other than a land off the top. Holy smokes, what a game. 17 minutes already. This is one of the craziest games that I had for the longest freaking time. The longest freaking... Don't tell me you found something. Come on, you need to find some land at this point. You just have to find some land at this point. Alright. So they're attacking our Professor Onyx. We do not appreciate that. Do not appreciate it at all. So sooner or later we will find something. I'm pretty sure of it. I am pretty sure of it. Another Professor Onyx is indeed something. Professor of Symbology is also very sweet here. Very freaking sweet. So we can do this now. Get ourselves the Masked Exhibition. Have some blockers on the board. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Like, in the end, did we get him? Like, the craziest freaking match ever. Okay, today will be only two matches. Like, 18 minutes. Like, the most craziest hands and froth ever. But at this point, they have to find some land. It is just not possible for them not to find any more land. I mean, they only have 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 lands in the first 20. Oh, wait. 35 cards. The Shadow Skull smashing. Alright, was that really the right decision? I just have another Professor Onyx. I do have another one. And we do have the Vanishing Verse now, which is also very sweet. Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? Alright, we're getting in there. I mean, we're one turn away from lethal. And if they put down the Hall of the Storm Giants here, we do have enough for the Vanishing Verse. So that is pretty sweet. Finally. Finally we're getting rid of that sucker. Please don't tell me he top-decked. Oh, they surrender finally. Freaking holy smokes. The most brutalist game of my life. Oh, man. Alright, was that the longest freaking game of my life? It was like 17 minutes, man. What a control beatdown for both of us. Just a control beatdown of hell. S-class. Like the letter, not the body part. Alright, the opponents. What is this hand? Like, what is this hand? What am I supposed to do with this? This is kind of better. Kind of freaking better. So we're hoping for 2 lands sooner or later. Alright, we're up against a mono-black control deck. So we found 1 land. That is good. That is very good. Yep, it's a mono-black control deck, just as I freaking thought. Just as I freaking thought. Skyclave Shade. Alright, I haven't seen you for the longest time, my friend. Not seen you for the longest time. They missed the land drop. We found nothing but land for now. That is kind of annoying. Kind of freaking annoying. Holy smokes. Yeah. I mean, what are we supposed to do here? Alright. So, they're missing... Okay, they found their land drops. They freaking found it now. And they have the Sedgemoor Witch ready to rock and roll now. So, yeah, I hope we find something good. This is very good. This is indeed very good. So, we can get rid of their freaking Soul Shatter here. Very nice. So now we have something to block this Sedgemoor Witch. Next turn we can bring down the Kaya. Or the Westmoor Regent even. We will find out. Oh, yeah, right. It has freaking, yeah. I forgot, okay? Sue me. I just forgot. Holy smokes. Like, come on. Please give me a freaking board wipe. Please just give me a freaking board wipe. I would do so much for a board wipe right now. Alright. Oh, we didn't play any, not a single, I repeat, not a single freaking black mana. That is so stupid of me. So freaking stupid of me. Alright, so yeah, we're looking pretty bad here. I would have liked to put down the Westgate Regent first, but I didn't. They're making themselves a lot of tokens here. If we don't find a board wipe here, one of our 5, we're screwed. One of our five board wipes here would be very freaking nice. Otherwise, we're just freaking screwed. Alright. Yep, did not find it. Did not freaking find it. So we're freaking screwed. Because I freaking misplayed here with the lands. If I would have put down the Westgate Regent first, I would have 2 blockers for the Sagimore Witch. So yeah, good game, my friend. The last game broke my mind. It broke my freaking mind. Oh my lord. What a misplay of the century. Let me have it, comment section. Let me have it. So after I've used up all of my brain power in the first game, in the second game I just misplayed with lands. Like, come on. How bad do you have to be to misplay with lands? Very bad, that much I can tell you. Alright, we got the Shambling Ghast. That means we have a chance at a white mana sooner or later. All we need to do is to block. So we encounter nothing but black decks now. The first deck had black in it, the second... Oh my lord! Are you just almost the same deck as I am? It really looks like you are. Really, really looks like you are. So we are attacking in here. If we can make ourselves a treasure token, I'm okay with that. Alright, alright. Treasure ahoy. Treasure ahoy. So that means that we can have a turn 4 freaking Kaya if we want to. Which is very sweet. Another professor. Not bad, not bad. Go ahead, put down the professors. Put them all down. So we're chilling here. If they're attacking in, we will block here with the professor. So this is kind of the same style of deck. Very interesting. Very freaking interesting. So the Vanishing Verse here is very good against their stuff. What you doing, my friend? What you doing? Nothing. Alright, we drew another land. That means that we can have a Kaya here, which is very good. I mean, what do they want to do? What do they want to do? So we're putting the Ghost Form counter on the Eyetwitch so we can bring it back over and over again. And now we're protecting our Kaya. Then we're putting down the Westgate Regent next turn, putting a Ghost Form counter on the Westgate Regent. So they can have their own Kaya here if they really want to. If they really want to. But we also have the Elite Spellbinder here, which is very good, so we can have a look at their hand. Alrighty. So, we will get rid of their Blood on the Snow. That is the most obnoxious right now. Like, the really most obnoxious right now. So now we can put down this one. We still have the Vanishing Verse for the Professor Onyx. So even with their Blood on the Snow, it's not too good for them. Not too good for them. And yeah, we will absolutely use the emblem here. 1 bajillion%. What are they gonna do? We protected our stuff real good here. They have the Professor Onyx. They will be digging for some cards now. They didn't do anything. They didn't use the Professor Onyx right away. That is unsmart. And they scoop! That is what I would have done. I would have scooped as well. So, I still am mad about that second game. My stupid brain sometimes. My stupid brain. Alright, we're up against Counterspell. We're encountering Counterspell a lot. So, yeah, let's hope that they do not Counterspell us. So, if we wouldn't have had the Shambling Ghast and the Skullport Merchant, I would not keep this hand, but we have a chance of finding white mana. And, oh, we're up against kind of goblins, I think. So, 3 Elite Spellbinders, but only 2 lands. That is just so shufflery. So freaking shufflery. Alright, so, and once more, we couldn't find another freaking land. But 2 Professor of Symbology. Maybe I shouldn't have kept it. Maybe I shouldn't, but I did. Sue me. Oh, my lord. Okay. Okay. So here's another Eyetwitch also now. But we're kind of screwed right now. Not gonna lie, we are kind of screwed right now. Another clever Luminancer. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. And a Guiding Voice. Very annoying. Very freaking annoying. But at least we can block here. Make ourselves a treasure. And then we can get ourselves the Elite Spellbinder on the field. And get out of their hand whatever they have. So we're blocking the ones with the most damage. So yeah, we absolutely need a board wipe here. If we can find a board wipe, we're super happy. So we're making a treasure. And we're getting ourselves the environmental sciences. So we found a land here. Just a little too late. And just a little too late. So the Elite Spellbinder here is pretty good. The showdown of... Oh, come on. Come on. Like, are we dead? I think we're dead. I think we're just freaking dead. This will kill us now. This will freaking kill us now. So yeah, I'm not finding the... Wow. What a freaking top deck. What a freaking top deck. Good game, my friend. Not bad. What a freaking top deck. We could have gotten rid of one creature. Now, well, minus 13. Minus 13 in our turn for... Well, yeah. G to the G. Yeah, I kept a very bad hand there. Let's be honest, I should not keep two landers with a control style deck if we don't have the right colors. I don't know. I thought that it might be smart. Alright. This time it is smart because we have the Professor of Symbology, so it is different. It is different. Because we can get ourselves lands. We're putting down the Shambling Ghast. Alright, so. The last game was freaking crazy, like, come on. There was nothing we could do. Absolutely nothing we could do. So we're getting the environmental sciences now. We're getting in for some damage. I think we're up against a mono white deck. Which is good with our Vanishing Verse because... Oh, we're not. Come on. I encounter so little... Oh, okay, yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha. You're just an annoying Orzhov deck with angels. So, we are getting ourselves the black on the field now. And we are attacking in with the Shambling Ghast. I mean, if they're blocking here, I'm kind of okay with that. I'm super okay with that. Because that means that we can have a turn for a Westgate Regent, which would be so good. So good. Alright, they do not do it. That is pretty smart. So they will bring down now the Righteous Valkyrie here. Always on turn 3, never not have it. But we can at least Vanishing Verse it. As I said, never not have it. Never not have it. So, but that also means that we can get ourselves some good stuff. Are you attacking in though? You are not attacking in. Alright. Alright. But we are with these two. We're attacking in with these two. If they aren't blocking, we can still Vanishing Verse one of them. Alright, pretty good, pretty good. We're getting in there for some damage. And as I said, we can still Vanishing Verse one of them, which is pretty good. And then play our Westgate Regent sooner or later. So yeah, pretty good. Next turn I won't be attacking in with the Eyetwitch. They just have another one. I mean, why shouldn't they? Why shouldn't they just have another one? Alright, but at least they're kind of stuck on mana here. That is cute. That is cute. So we're keeping back the Eyetwitch now. We got some mana. That is very good. Alright, we're putting down another black. We're putting down the Westgate Regent now. And we're attacking in with the Shambling Ghast still. Still attacking in with that one. And they can't really be attacking in because we will use our Eyetwitch. So yeah. And we also have our good old friend Professor Onyx to rock. Are you serious? Like, come on. Like, seriously, come on. Seriously, come on. Like, 3 Righteous Valkyries. Come on. That is insane. That is freaking insane. Alright, so this one will die. We're getting ourselves to Confront the Past just in case. We got another Vanishing Verse. That is very nice. Very freaking nice. So, we are still getting rid of one of those suckers. Or are we? Or are we? I don't think that we are. I think we're digging for exactly this. This is exactly what I was looking for. So, now we can block here with the Westgate Regent. Sadly, we do not have the manas to bring him back. So, yeah, but that is the price we have to pay, kind of. But they will fill the board with another angel now. And then we can block the Righteous Valkyrie, keep our Professor Onyx, which is very good. Unless, of course, they now bring down a 4th Righteous Valkyrie. In that case, we're a little bit sad. We are a little bit sad, but we will find out. The Luminarch Aspirant. Alright, that is not enough yet. Not enough yet. The Eyetwitch is okay. It is okay. That doesn't push their Righteous Valkyries. So that is still alright. So now they will be attacking in on everything here. I'm pretty sure of it. Pretty freaking sure of it. They will attack on my Professor Onyx with everything they own. That is good. You do that. Oh, they aren't. They aren't. They're keeping back one Righteous Valkyrie, aren't they? Interesting. Interesting. So, I mean, if we're wiping the board anyways, we can do it like this. Have our Professor Onyx out for one more turn. That seems pretty fine to me. Alrighty. So now we're looking at some cards. Getting ourselves another Professor Onyx. Why not? Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good to me. So, now we are attacking in first. If they block the Shambling Ghast here, that is fine with me. That means that we can get ourselves another treasure. Well, they aren't doing it. But we're still getting it for 1 damage, so that is pretty good. That is pretty good. And we do have the Vanishing Verse, so that is also very good. So we're on 4 mana here right now. Sadly, we're missing 1 snow mana for our, what's his name? For our Westgate Regent. But hey. We're still okay here. They don't have hasty boys, I'm pretty sure of it. And if they're getting themselves now in environmental sciences, that is absolutely fine with me. We're destroying our creatures, making ourselves a treasure. And we're bringing down the Skullport Merchant just to make ourselves another freaking treasure. Because we love treasure. We freaking love it. So now we even have the Vanishing Verse if we need it. We have to Confront the Past if we want to throw a Kaya in the bin. If we need something better. We will find out. We will freaking find out. So, they finally found their land. And they're playing another land. So, I don't think we have to be worried too much right now. As we have the Professor Onyx to help us out with the card draw. So, this is also very good. We're getting ourselves another... I think it is the Eyetwitch. As we have the board wipes here, the Eyetwitch is pretty good. Because we can sacrifice it to the Skullport Merchant and get ourselves something real nice. And we will do that. Submit, draw ourselves some cards, get ourselves the Masked Exhibition on the field. We found another Doomskar, so we can foretell one of those. And now we still have the mana for the Vanishing Verse. You know what? We're foretelling both. Be mana efficient. If we're using our treasure tokens here, that is fine with me. Absolutely fine with me. As I said, we have the Doomskars, so no matter what they throw at us, they're a creature-based deck. We can take it. We can freaking take it. The Elite Spellbinder. Okay. I mean, that is mono-colored. But is there a need? I don't think there is. I don't think there is any need to do it. Because we have 9 mana anyway, so with the Masked Exhibition, we're still looking A-okay. We are still looking A-okay, if we want to use it here. And the Eyetwitch. Alright. So, how am I doing? And they just surrender! Get out of here! Get out of here! I'm shouting out, patrons members. Yes, now it's shout out time, oh yes, and now it's true. Alright, I should stop here before it gets out of hand. Thank you guys so very freaking much for each and every one on this list. I really appreciate it, you supporting the channel, going the extra mile to support with your hard-earned cash. It means the freaking world to me. So a huge freaking shout out to our Zed with the Great Hearted, Randy Campbell, John, Chris Stevens, John Cooley, Automatom, Vincy MH, and Vicky White. You guys freaking rock. A huge shout out to our gold span dragons that we encountered only one of today. Crazy. Waffles, Randy A. Donald T, Floriano Scott, Jan Newman, Simster65, Anthony, Tim Clanny, William Whitehead, and Enrico Colombaroli. Thank you guys so very freaking much. And a huge shout out, of course, to our Nico Bolas, God Pharaohs. Oh, I miss Nico Bolas so much. Earl, Chris Katowski, and Grandoff, you guys are freaking amazing. If you want to check out the Patreon Auto membership, there's a little button down below every video and a link for the Patreon in the description, so you can check that out. And if you don't have any hard-earned cash, don't you worry about it, summer child. There's always other ways to support the channel, like subscribing. It's free. Just push the little ring down there, the little bell down there, and subscribe. Join the Malone family. Join the Discord. Share the video with a friend, stuff like that helps me out so much more than anyone could know. So yeah, but enough, let's talk about these games. The first game was so crazy, like it fried my brain. And then the second game, I had no more brain. And then from then on, the deck did what it had to do. It was very fun, it was very nice. And yeah, maybe I shouldn't have kept a two-lander before, but I did, and that was a huge mistake. So always make sure that you either have a white source for your Professor of Symbology, if you only have two lands, or that you just mulligan, because yeah, let's be honest, you really need those freaking lands to at least go to turn 3 to get your Skyport Merchant out and have some treasures. It is very freaking important. Would I change anything? Well, if I do, you will see in the future. I won't spoiler the decks that I will still be doing until freaking September. So yeah, with a limited card pool like this, there isn't too much you can do. But yeah, as I will have to do one more video, the next video for Saturday, yeah, today is Friday, right, will be a little bit more janky, so I hope you will enjoy. It will be very freaking fun. I'm MTG Malone, and I will see you all tomorrow.